An attempt at a deep dive into the Saudi royal family's very vast wealth might have you drowning in too much money, but we'll hold your hand today and help navigate how such mind-boggling wealth came to be and how it's being hidden from the prying eyes of the public. The figures might be dizzying, but don't get overwhelmed just yet. A $450 million Da Vinci painting, a hidden city worth $500 billion. These are just some of the assets behind the Saudi royal family's secretive fortune. They are just pieces of the $1.4 trillion fortune controlled by the Saudi royal family. But how did they go from desert nomads to one of the richest dynasties on earth? And more importantly, where is all that money hiding? Let's uncover the secrets of the House of Saud and their hidden empire. Saudi Arabia wasn't always a land of super yachts and golden palaces. In fact, before the discovery of oil, it was one of the poorest countries in the world. Its economy relied mainly on agriculture and income from Muslim pilgrims traveling annually to Mecca. That all changed in the 1930s, when Saudi Arabia stumbled upon what would become its greatest asset, oil. In 1933, the Saudi government signed an agreement with Standard Oil of California, allowing the company to explore for oil in eastern Saudi Arabia. At the time, not even the Saudi royal family knew the extent of the wealth hidden beneath their desert sands. For years, exploration yielded little success. Then, on March 4, 1938, at a site known as Dammam Well No. 7, American engineers struck oil. The well produced an abundance of high-quality crude, instantly transforming Saudi Arabia's economy and marking the birth of the Saudi oil empire. Within a few years, the venture evolved into Saudi Aramco, the company that would dominate global oil markets. By 1944, it had rebranded as the Arabian American Oil Company, or Aramco. Initially American-owned, it would eventually come under full Saudi control. With newfound oil wealth, Saudi Arabia rapidly modernized, and the ruling House of Saud gained a powerful financial foundation. Their newfound oil wealth, Saudi Arabia needed protection. In 1945, King Abdulaziz met U.S. President Franklin D. Roosevelt aboard a U.S. Navy ship. The deal was simple. Saudi Arabia supplies oil, and the U.S. provides military protection. This partnership shaped global politics. By the 1970s, Saudi Arabia deepened ties with the U.S. by selling oil exclusively in U.S. dollars, creating the petrodollar system. This tied Saudi wealth to the U.S. economy, ensuring their dominance on the world stage. This agreement shaped Saudi Arabia's future. Over the years, the U.S. established military bases in the kingdom and trained Saudi forces. The relationship strengthened further in the 1970s when an oil embargo sent gas prices soaring in the U.S. In response, the U.S. negotiated a deal. Saudi Arabia would sell oil exclusively in U.S. dollars, giving birth to the petrodollar system. This arrangement tied Saudi wealth to the U.S. economy, ensuring mutual benefit. As long as oil was sold in dollars, the U.S. maintained military and economic support. This gave Saudi Arabia immense global influence without dependence on any single foreign power. The petrodollar system allowed the U.S. to print money without limit, essentially granting it free oil while reinforcing the dollar's dominance. Meanwhile, Saudi Arabia leveraged its oil wealth to invest across industries, securing long-term financial power. Through the Public Investment Fund, PIF, Saudi royals have built an empire spanning technology, finance, and entertainment. From stakes in Microsoft and Tesla to ownership of Newcastle United and the launch of LIV Golf, their investments shape entire industries. At home, they're diversifying beyond oil. Saudi Arabia is investing billions in futuristic projects like NEOM, a $500 billion megacity designed to lead in technology, tourism, and sustainability. This ensures that even as the world shifts away from fossil fuels, the House of Saud's wealth remains intact. But vast fortunes demand discretion. The Saudi royal family's lifestyle is one of unimaginable luxury, yet it remains largely private. From palatial estates and rare supercars to priceless art collections, their wealth is woven into every aspect of their lives, often hidden in plain sight. With over $1.4 trillion in assets, the House of Saud isn't just one of the richest families in the world, it's one of the most powerful. And as they continue to shape global industries and geopolitics, their fortune only seems to grow. The House of Saud also has a love for gold-plated supercars and private jets. Prince Turki bin Abdullah owns a gold-wrapped collection, including a Lamborghini Aventador, a Bentley, and a Rolls-Royce Phantom Coupe. Meanwhile, Prince Badr bin Mohammed bought the Bugatti La Voiture Noire, an $18.7 million car, the world's most expensive at the time. Then there's their private jet fleet. The most famous, a custom Airbus A380, known as the Flying Palace, features a Rolls-Royce garage, a prayer room with an automated Mecca locator, and a glass floor for aerial views. The Saudi royal family isn't just about luxury, they're also planning the future. Their biggest project, NEOM, a $500 billion futuristic city. NEOM is designed to be a 170-kilometer linear city with no cars, AI-powered with smart infrastructure, a global hub for hydrogen energy, and even home to a year-round ski resort in the desert. Critics doubt it will ever be completed, but to Saudi Arabia, NEOM represents power and vision, and with all that money, a dream isn't just a dream. Whatever they want shall be. Despite their extravagant spending, the Saudi royals claim they give billions to charity. MBS has stated that half of his personal wealth goes to philanthropy, but critics argue this is a PR move designed to improve their image while ignoring human rights violations and corruption allegations. By funding education, women, entrepreneurs, and global causes, they shape their public image as benevolent rulers. From gold-plated cars to hidden investments, the Saudi royal family's $1.4 trillion empire remains one of the world's most mysterious fortunes, and this is just the beginning. If you think their wealth is extreme, wait until you see a day in the life of a trillionaire sheikh. You might get your mind blown while rethinking your lottery of birth and life's choices. The House of Saud doesn't just keep money in Saudi Arabia. Their wealth is strategically placed around the world. In London, they own iconic properties like the Carlton House Terrace and massive mansions in Belgravia. In France, they control luxury estates along the Riviera. And in the US, they invest billions into Silicon Valley and New York real estate. By spreading their wealth across different countries and industries, they ensure their financial dominance no matter what happens in the oil market. With the world moving away from oil, Saudi Arabia faces its biggest challenge yet: diversification. MBS's vision 2030 aims to shift the economy beyond oil, investing in tourism, sports, and technology. The kingdom is buying stakes in Hollywood films, hosting massive sports events like Live Golf and WWE, and even bidding to host the 2034 FIFA World Cup. But the question remains, can Saudi Arabia truly evolve beyond oil? Or will the House of Saud's fortunes start to decline? Beyond their economic influence, the Saudi royal family remains wrapped in secrecy. Their wealth is strategically hidden across real estate, tech investments, and sovereign wealth funds, ensuring that their influence extends far beyond their borders. One thing is clear, the House of Saud is not just surviving, they are evolving, albeit slowly. And as long as they control one of the world's most valuable resources for the meantime, their legacy will continue shaping global politics and economies for generations to come. Subscribe for more deep dives into the world's richest families by tapping the little bell icon on your screen, and don't forget to like this video. Stay tuned for more updates. See you on the next video.